الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. Alhamdulillah, Allah has given us life till this month of Ramadan. We find ourselves in the tail end of the second 10 days, and generally this is the time that most people choose to give out their zakat. So we found it useful to make a little presentation for the community about zakat. So looking at zakat, first look at the basis and status of zakat. So in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentions وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَآتُوا الزَّكَاةَ. So on several instances at different places in the Quran, Allah mentions this, and establish salat and give zakat. Establish salat and give zakat. So this is one of those places from Surah Al-Muzammil. وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَآتُوا الزَّكَاةَ وَأَقْرِضُوا اللَّهَ قَرْضًا حَسَنًا وَمَا تُقَدِّمُوا لِأَنفُسِكُم مِّنْ خَيْرٍ تَجِدُوهُ عِندَ اللَّهِ هُوَ خَيْرًا وَأَعْظَمَ أَجْرًا وَاسْتَغْفِرُوا اللَّهَ إِنَّ اللَّهَ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. So the entire ayat means and establish salat and give zakat and advance to Allah a goodly loan. And whatever good you send ahead for yourselves, you will find it with Allah, much better in condition and much greater in reward. And seek forgiveness from Allah. Indeed, Allah is most forgiving, very merciful. And then along with that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned, He has presented some rewards or some punishments, for those who will not give zakat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions وَالَّذِينَ يَكْنِزُونَ الذَّهَبَ وَالْفِضَّةَ وَلَا يُنْفِقُونَهَا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ فَبَشِّرْهُمْ بِعَذَابٍ أَلِيمٍ يَوْمَ يُحْمَى عَلَيْهَا فِي نَارِ جَهَنَّمَ فَتُكْوَى بِهَا جِبَاهُهُمْ وَجُنُوبُهُمْ وَظُهُورُهُمْ هَذَا مَا كَنَزْتُمْ لِأَنفُسِكُمْ فَذُوقُوا مَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْنِزُونَ. Allah says, as for those who accumulate gold and silver and do not spend it in the way of Allah, give them good news of a painful punishment. And then Allah highlights exactly what is, or some aspect of that punishment. So, يَوْمَ يُحْمَى عَلَيْهَا فِي نَارِ جَهَنَّمَ. On that day, the wealth will be heated up on the fire of Jahannam. Then their foreheads and their sides and their backs shall be branded with it. And it will be said to them, this is what you had hoarded for yourselves, so taste what you have been hoarding. Then in one hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he mentions some other punishments. عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من آتاه الله مالا فلم يؤد زكاته مثل له ماله شجاعا أقرع له زبيبتان فيتوقه يوم القيامة يأخذ بلهزمتيه يعني بشدقيه يقول أنا مالك أنا كنزك. ثم تلا هذه الآية ولا يحسبن الذين يبخلون بما آتاهم الله من فضله إلى آخر الآية. So in this hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam mentions that whoever Allah grants wealth and does not pay the zakat of it, then on the day of resurrection his wealth will be made like a bald-headed poisonous snake with two black spots over the eyes. The snake will encircle his neck and bite his cheeks and say, I am your wealth, I am treasure. The Prophet recited the ayat of the Quran, that not those who withhold what Allah has given them, up till the end of the ayah. So these are some of this is the ayat showing the establishment, the necessity of giving zakat, the punishment of those who do not give, as mentioned in the Quran, and another punishment as mentioned in hadith. So now, what is zakat? Zakat literally means purification, and it also comes in the meaning of growth. So in Sharia, it is defined as granting ownership. So this is a couple of aspects that we would like to pay attention to. One is granting ownership. Then it is of designated wealth. To someone who is eligible. While the person granting it fulfills certain requirements. So this is the technical definition of zakat. There's 4 aspects: granting ownership, firstly; of designated wealth, secondly; to an eligible person, thirdly; and while the person who is giving it fulfills certain requirements. So we will look at each of these aspects in a certain level of detail. So zakat, no doubt, is an important and essential pillar of Islam. We look at some of the objectives of zakat. Through zakat, Islam eradicates poverty and misery. So that's one thing. Through this zakat, we want to remove poverty. And another aspect of it is that it strengthens the bonds of love and brotherhood between the rich and the poor. So this aspect of Muslim brotherhood, this is something also which is one of the objectives of zakat. This is why when Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam sent Mu'adh ibn Jabal radiyallahu anhu to Yemen, then he informed him that the rich, some money should be taken from the rich and it should be handed over to their poor. Money should be taken from their rich people and it should be given to their poor people. So within a given community, it is, this is one of the best case scenarios of how zakat should be distributed. So inshallah, with that, we're going to finish our first video. In the next video, we're going to look at the prerequisites for zakat to become obligatory. So inshallah, we'll see you shortly. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.